Alright everyone, so now that we've got kind of familiar with the ghost effect, where you make things kind of fade in and out of existence, it seems kind of irresistible not to use that to improve the ghost. So what we're going to do in this video is we're just going to add a little effect to make the ghost just a little bit more interesting, and it's really easy to add. Where as the ghost sneaks up on you, you don't see him until he's pretty close to you, and then you might hear him, but you don't see him, and then he kind of fades into existence as he creeps up on you. So go to where the main engine of the ghost is. So it's this ghost move loop. This is the action loop that keeps repeating the whole time that the ghost is currently on screen. So it repeats until the ghost is no longer the enemy. And so it just kind of makes the ghost continually hover and chase, and then hover and chase, and then hover and chase, until finally the wizard's health is less than 1, at which point the ghost just celebrates and celebrates and celebrates. And so we're just going to add a little thing here that says, go to looks, set effect, change this to ghost effect, and let's just try out the distance to the wizard. So the ghost effect goes from 0 to 100. So if the distance to the wizard is 100 or greater, then the ghost effect is going to be absolute, and the ghost will be invisible. You can still shoot it, but it'll be invisible. It's not like when it's hidden. When it's hidden, you can't shoot it. You can't do anything to it. But when it's just got a ghost effect on, then you can still shoot it if you can find it. But you won't be able to see it if the distance to wizard is greater than 100. And then as the distance to the wizard gets less than 100, then the ghost effect is going to drop off until when the ghost is almost on top of the wizard, there should be no ghost effect at all. So that's the logic of this. Now it's just going to kind of reset that value on every repetition. So let's see if that works.
Whoa!
There it is.
Ouch!
So you saw it sneak up on me.
Yum yum! Ouch! Whoa! Ouch!
Wow. That's how it just appeared, right where.
Whoa! Whoa! Ouch! Whoa!
There it is, okay. Alright, that's cool, but I think we can make it a bit better. So rather than have the ghost be absolutely invisible until it creeps up on you, I want it to be kind of 90% invisible. So you can see it, but only if you've got sharp eyes, and that gives the player something fun to do. It becomes a kind of observational challenge to see where the ghost is. So what we're going to do is, right here where it says set ghost effect to distance from wizard, I'm going to replace that with a new block. Let's call this set ghost effect. And so I'll just put it over here, waiting to be defined. And then set ghost effect is going to go in here instead of that. Okay, so now we're going to define this properly. Right now it's not doing anything different from what we had before. But we're going to introduce an if then else. And we're going to say, look, if it's more than 90 away from the wizard, so if the distance to wizard is greater than 90, then we're going to set the ghost effect to 90. So that provides a kind of ceiling, like a limit at the top, for how high the ghost effect can go. It never goes fully to 100. If the distance is over 90, then it's just going to stop at 90. Otherwise, set the ghost effect to distance from wizard, right? So if it's 30 away, then it'll have a ghost effect of 30, right? But if it's 90 away, it'll have a ghost effect of 90. But if it's 95 away, it'll still have a ghost effect of 90. So you can always see it a little bit. The worst it ever gets is 90% invisible. Okay, so So now I've got a little bit more forewarning. Maybe I should stay in Explorer.
Whoa.
See, I saw it that time. If you think it's a bit too easy to see, you can always kind of just change this to 95 or something and then see how that works. Could be a bit more challenging. Another thing that you could do is you could make this level based. So you could do something like this. Put in a plus, and then it would be 90 plus level. Like, this is just a suggestion. You can play around with the exact formula, but then you kind of stick it in there and there. And then if it comes to you at later levels, it's going to be even more invisible than it was earlier. But just for the standard version that we're doing, I'm just going to leave it at 90. So that'll be all. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for listening, and if you find this video useful, please hit like and subscribe.